The binomial expansion of 1 over x minus x squared all to the power of 19 has no term in. To solve this, step number 1, we are going to rearrange this to x to the power of minus 1 minus x squared, everything to the power of 19. 1 over x is the same thing as x to the power of minus 1. A over x to the power of 2 is the same thing as a x to the power of minus 2. Applying the formula, a plus x to the power of n is n combination r, a to the power of n minus r, x to the power of r. So this now becomes 19 combination r, x to the power of minus 1, everything 19 minus r, and we are going to have minus x squared to the power of r according to this. Next, 19 combination r, we're going to have x to the power of this times this will give you minus 19, and this times this will give you plus r. This minus, I will give it to 1 to the power of r and x squared to the power of r. Hence, I will have 19 combination r, x to the power of r minus 19, minus 1 to the power of r, and x to the power of 2r. This x and this x can be brought together, then you will now take this very close to 19 combination r. So you're going to have here 19 combination r. This one, I will bring it here because I'm expecting a number. Then x to the power of r minus 19, and I will have x to the power of 2r. Here I'm going to have 19 combination r minus 1 to the power of r. Applying law of indices, I'm going to have r minus 19 plus 2r. 19 combination r minus 1 to the power of r, x to the power of this plus this will give you 3r minus 19. Step number 2, I'm going to test each option given in the question. So I will test this first, x to the power of minus 13. So I'm going to have x to the power of minus 13. I will test it with x to the power of 3r minus 19. X will take x. I'm going to have minus 13 is equal to 3r minus 19. Next is find r. So I'm going to have minus 13 plus 19 is equal 3r. 3r is equal 6. r is 6 over 3. r is 2. Because we got a whole number, this has a term. We are looking for the option that got no term. R must be a whole number, or I can say R must be a positive integer, or R must be a natural number. R must not be negative, and R must not be a fraction or a negative fraction. Once you get any of this, then it has no term. Our next step is to test option B, which is x to the power of 8. So I'm going to test it with this. This will be what I'll be using for each option. So it's going to be x to the power of 3r minus 19 is equal to option B, which is x to the power of 8. Here, x will take x. I will now be left with minus 3r is minus 19 is equal to 8 minus, here we got 3r, not with the minus. We're going to have 3r is equal 8 plus 19. 3r is 27. R is 27 over 3 and our R is 9. This is a whole number, so it has a term. So B is free. Next is to test option C, x to the power of minus 1. So I will take this again, x to the power of 3r minus 19. The C option is to the power of minus 1. This, we cancel this, and you're going to have 3r minus 19 is equal to minus 1. Now you're going to have 3r is 19 minus 1, which is 18. And your r is 18 divided by 3. You're going to have 6, which you see is a whole number. Next to test is option D, x to the power of 6. We are going to have x to the power of 3r minus 19, and we are going to equate it to x to the power of 6. X, we take away x. 3r minus 19 is equal 6. 3r is equal 6 plus 19. 3r is 25. R is 25 over 3. When we divide these two, definitely you're going to get 8.333, which will not give us a whole number. Hence, x to the power of 6 has no term. And we go to our option and we discover that x to the power of 6 is our answer. This is our result. Now that you understand this perfectly, in our next video, we are going to be looking at validity and range of an expansion. I will see you in the next video.